Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will... And checking out some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the guard position. And for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Garland in at the 1. Randle right side. Outside Edwards. Misses the 3. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Minnesota with the ball. Here's Randle. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Moody. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Now McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Back to McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Banked in off the glass. Gobert's got his team on the board to start the game for the Timberwolves.
Pounding the offensive glass. That's where Gobert gets a lot of his extra chances.
Here's Garland. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, it took them 4 tries to get their first bucket. Let's see if they can build off that.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Randle kicks to McDaniels. Edwards against Curry. Edwards, good.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Outside, Kuminga. That 3 off the mark.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Now, here's Moody. McDaniels defender. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
look at the numbers for Julius Randle. Right around 21 points per, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Conley finds Randall. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Moody. For 3, Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. How does the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team, that's what it's all about. A shot here, a block there, structural players, critical.
Both free throws good from Randall. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
First team foul. First team foul.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Kuminga, screen on McDaniels. Floats it up for Kuminga. It's stolen by Edwards.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Here's Conley. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Curry for 3. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Moody. Launches a 3. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Moody's got 5 now.
He can take over, or Garland able to facilitate.
Here's Conley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Edwards can't hit.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Back to Moody. Curry against Edwards. Curry is inside. 5 on the clock. Great D that time from Edwards.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Conley against Garland. Conley's shot is off. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions. And unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
Timberwolves trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Curry against Edwards. Pass to Randall. Puts up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
They set the pick. Curry wide open. And the Warriors miss again.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Jackson Davis with it. What a tremendous game he played against Houston.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
One is no good.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
Hits the three-point bomb. Garland's got his second basket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. Good on the three-point shot. Randall's got 8.
And how about the response from Randall? He just enjoys knocking down that triple to answer right back.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. Back to Curry. Kuminga, screen on Edwards. Curry's shot is off.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to Edwards from deep. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Garland dishes to Kuminga. Back to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
And he knows exactly what he's doing. Garland gets inside and puts the defender in a position where he has to foul.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Garland.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. Minnesota also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. Both free throws good from Garland.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo with it. Randall outside. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Jackson Davis finds Garland. And the shot is good. Garland's got 10 points in the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Back to Conley. Pass to Randall from past the arc. Kept alive. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And get ready to move. And welcome out your Warriors next team.
Changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Gary Payton comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Strus is subbed in for Moses Moody. And then for Minnesota, Garza's checked in, and it's Clark in for McDaniels. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Garland. Pass to Strus. Golden State moving it around. Here's Podziemski, defended by Alexander Walker. Now Podziemski. Last game we saw him score 14. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Here's Randall. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
To the left wing. There's the lob to the hoop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Randall against Garland. Pass to Garza. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Payton. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 4. Outside Garland. Going inside. Rebound Minnesota. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
And here's Strus for 3. Minnesota leading by 4. Clark left side. Pass to Randall. Podziemski grabs the board. On the wing, Green. All alone. And he knocks down the jumper.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Now, Alexander Walker. Shoots over Podziemski. Another miss by Minnesota.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Count it, good.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Podziemski's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Pass to Garza. The three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
DiVincenzo against Garland. Back to Podziemski. Green, the screen. 5 to shoot. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Podziemski's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
The Timberwolves shooting 43% for the game. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Clark, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the center. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He had 15 points last outing. On the wing, DiVincenzo hits it from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Podziemski's shot is good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Minot. And here is DiVincenzo. It's stolen. And it's the Warriors on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Take a break. And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
First one falls for him. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Podziemski hits them both. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Ingles. Outside Edwards. Edwards getting the close range too.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Outside Green. Curry on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Curry can't get it to go. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Ingles. Here's Clark. And the layup's good off the glass. Clark's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Curry. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Here's Pajemski. Curry dishes to Bateman. Pass to Strus. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pajemski. Ingles with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Peyton. Moody subbed in for Max Strus. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Free throw no good for Alexander Walker.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Up again. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Conley against Curry. Clark kicks to Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
Conley, the pass to Clark. Alexander Walker with the ball. Timberwolves passing it around. Conley against Curry. Pass to Alexander Walker. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. No good there off the double clutch.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Back to Moody. Here's Jackson Davis. He's covered by Clark. They set the screen. Pajemski, no good on the 3. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 in the field here in the second. Edwards drawing the double team. Takes the 3. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think for it, and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. At the elbow, it's Gobert. To the paint. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Off target from outside. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now Curry. Green with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Green, the screen. The wide open look here for Garland. And the Warriors miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Gobert with a screen on Garland. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Curry. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. McDaniels gets to Conley. Edwards drawing the double team. Randall passes to McDaniels. Can they get it? And Moody pulls it down. Moody's got his 4th rebound in this one. Spins. Outside, Kuminga. There's a screen. Shoots the 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
The Warriors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Taking 3 shots.
Three shots.
That free throw good from Kuminga. Here's Jackson Davis. Curry. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. Second free throw, no good. And he nails the 3rd. And Minnesota has possession. 4-point game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gobert with a screen on Kuminga. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Randall's got 13 points.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Here's Garland. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Houston.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Randall outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, I'm seeing that their second chance points are exactly what every coach wants to see. Hustling on the offensive glass to convert every possession they can.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
That free throw good from Randall. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for them.
This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. Fifth is Rudy Gobert.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
It's Garland with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Moody, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging about 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Down low. Here's Randall. Nice defense from Gggg.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
To the inside. Here's Jackson Davis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Green is checked in for Brandon Pajemski.
Number 23, bring on Green.
Minnesota in the lead. Conley with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Now, here's Moody. Over by Conley. Over in the corner, Green. Gggg, screen on Randall. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Gggg, no good. It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Moody. Conley's shot is off. Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Jackson Davis. Hit by Gggg. 6 to shoot. And here's Green outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Randall a screen on Garland. And here's Conley outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Inside to stop the run. Moody's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
McDaniels kicks to Gobert. The three for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green finds Moody. Now, here's Garland. Bangs home the trifecta. Garland's got 13.
He can light up the night. Garland, no stranger to scoring in bunches.
Now Randall, 20 points for him last game against the Clippers.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Gobert with a screen on Green. Three-pointer, Randall. Drains the three-pointer. Randall's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Julius Randle getting it done for the Timberwolves. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Right now for Minnesota, holding steady at the 2 spot. I wonder how they feel about that placement on our ranking scale.
I'm sure it keeps them up at night. That's the power of the power rankings, about equal to a half a cup of coffee.
Well, if it's going to keep them up, I have a product that should put them to sleep. I got all the products, baby.
Moving on now to the first half of play. And how about Julius Randle's contribution?
Randle's rise has been impressive, from role player to budding star. And tonight he's putting on this entire arsenal that he's displayed is impressive.
Yeah, he stepped it up, that's for sure. I love seeing his hard work pay off.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Garland is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Moody in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Moody's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Curry on the wing. Back to Moody. Kuminga, screen on Gobert. Moody's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 5. Up top, Randle, guarded by Garland. McDaniels passes to Conley. Here's Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randle to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Conley against Kuminga. Randall with the bucket.
Assist from Mike Conley.
Here's Curry. He's got 11. Even now, Stan in his late 30s, Mike Conley still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletic.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. There's the three. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Garland, the pass to Curry. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Three-pointer, Randall. Warriors with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Conley against Garland. Lets it go with the three. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Timberwolves leading by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Kirk. Edwards can't hit. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry passes to Kuminga. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. To Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Moody, the bounce pass. Here's Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh! Here's Conley. He has 5. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's around 30 points per clip, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Back to McDaniel. Pass to Conley. They could use a bucket. And he lays it up and in. And it's 7 points for Mike Conley.
And how about that move, Pat Conley, adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Garland finds Kuminga. Back to Garland. And here is Kuminga. Fires from way outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here is McDaniel. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Connects from three-point range.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the three, that really helps their spacing.
Pass to Moody. Kuminga with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Moody. Edwards looking it over. Pocket 6. Here's Randall. Randall, great positioning on the putback.
Whoa. It was Randall really getting up, giving this team some juice with those two.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Edwards against Curry. Will it go? Gobert pulls it in.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Now here's McDaniels. Outside Conley. Shoots over Garland. Conley's shot is off. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Garland. There's the pick. Fires from deep. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. And Conley drops them both. Warriors trail by 4. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
All right, fans, it is dance game time. Get up and get moving. Like everyone's watching. Let's see what you got. Sit down. Jason Machine.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Number 1, Stephen Curry, and of course, Anthony Edwards.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
Moody the pass to Curry. Oh, nothing phases Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Randall outside. Second shot opportunity. Misses from short range. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break, so they take the lead. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Randall outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert with a screen for Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Warriors leading. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Tips it up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Alexander Walker on the wing. Defended by Moody. Randall can't get that one to fall.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
The Timberwolves shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. Top of the key, Conley. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Conley's got 11 points.
Just a veteran play by Conley there. Giving the D no time to react off the catch.
Here's Moody. He has 5. Green with a screen on Conley. Curry shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Conley dishes to Randall. Shot from 12. Conley's shot is off. The Warriors trail. To the middle is Garland. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley finds Edwards. Offline with his 3.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Curry fires from way outside. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got 6 rebounds now in the game. Steps back and shoots. And that's good off the glass that time. He's got 10.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
In the corner, Moody with it. Outside, Green. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Green's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. some changes. Gary Payton is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Max Strus comes in for Moses Moody. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Minnesota also making some changes. Minot's checked in, and it's Clark in for Edwards. .124 left to play here in the third. Randall outside. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Minnesota shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. To the paint. Minot can't get it to go. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Outside Garland. For the lead. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And there are some guys you can just give that mid-range shot to. But Darius Garland isn't one of them. He is so good from there.
DiVincenzo with it. He's got 6. Pass to Randall. It's stolen by Green. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors ahead, up by 2. And we'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Clark. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Minot in at the 5 down low. Fires the 3. Shot by Pajemski, no good. Timberwolves trail. Alexander-Walker with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Outside Edwards. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the dunk by Payton.
Go into the rack with energy.
These are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Now DiVincenzo. Clark for 3. Green with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Count it.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Why not? He's off on that one. Great tee that time from Green. Now, here's Strus. He's tightly guarded. Green with a screen for Payton. Shoots. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 7 rebounds in the game. Clark outside. Shot from free throw range. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Here's Podziemski. The wide open shot from Strus. And the three ball is good. Strus has got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Minot. Clark up top. Defended by Payton. No good from Clark. Warriors leading by 7. Down low. And the dunk by Payton.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Clark finds DiVincenzo. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Moody's checked in for Max Strus. And then for Minnesota, Garza's checked in. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Golden State moving it around. Podziemski's shot is good.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Podziemski. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 14.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. With an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Timberwolves trail by 14. Outside Edwards. Looking to end the run. Edwards with a tough shot.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Curry against Conley. Lets it go from 11. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. Edwards can't hit. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Outside, Payton. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 14. Conley left side. Out to Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. Drills it from outside.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Podziemski. Over in the corner, Green. Payton with the screen. Clock at 4. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Intelligent call there by Green, using the pick and roll to shake up the defense and find a shot.